Clopay and Nedick Minster welcome you to this broadcast of the OHSAA Girls Basketball Tournament here on NKTelco Sports. We are live at the Hive at Sydney High School, where the Fort Loramie Lady Redskins will take on the North Lewisburg Triad Lady Cardinals. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Quality Meats, Sydney All Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, the Center for Orthopedics at Wilson Health, and of course NKTelco. My name is Scott Fry. To my left, Mr. Brandon Coverman, and we are going to bring you Division IV sectional basketball action. This is the second round of games, and it features a local team, a team we see quite a lot out of the Shelby County Athletic League, the, I believe, state-ranked #1 Fort Loramie Lady Redskins. They come into tonight's contest 22-1. They just dropped one to West Liberty Salem, is that right?
Liberty Benton.
Liberty Benton, okay. Some Liberty school north of here. At any rate, similar to last season, they dropped one late to the Bath Wildcats, which is not a loss to hang your head over. Bath's always had good girls basketball. But Coach Siegel's got them tuned up. They came in Saturday and won 90-11 over Ansonia. And their opponent tonight, the Triad Lady Cardinals. Brandon.
Triad coming in at 2-20 here. Kind of a background on the Cardinals. Just kind of got stuck in the position they're in, kind of similar to Ansonia. So it was a 90-11 rout. Nothing really unfamiliar for Loramie. The same path they've kind of took through this Sydney sectional here the past 20 years or so. They just really dominate through it, and it doesn't look like it's really going to stop here tonight, most likely. Triad's got a tough test. They know their backs are against the wall, but a 2-20 record. They've got to handle that pressure that Loramie's going to apply early, and often they've got shooters all around the perimeter.
Yeah. The ticket to advancement for Carla Siegel and the Fort Loramie Redskins is always defense.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nedick Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nedick is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nedick Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nedick.
So, once again, live at Sydney High School, Scott Fry, Brandon Coverman. It is Division IV sectional basketball. And we are going to meet the starting lineups. We'll start with the visitors. Fort Loramie Lady Redskins. 5'7" senior, number 10, Colleen Brandon. 5'8" junior, number 11, Ava Turner. 5'4" senior, number 12, Riley Heitkamp. 5'10" senior, number 21, Ava Schultz. 5'8", senior, number 23, Kara Meyer. I'd like to thank Sydney Ugly's Audiology for our starting lineup for Fort Loramie. Now we will meet the starters for the Triad Lady Cardinals, coached by Erica Trainer. Number 2, 5'6" junior, Madison Cox.
And power forward, and a sophomore, 5'3", number 3.
Number 3, 5'3" sophomore, Kaylee Knott.
On the wing, and 5'4", and
Number 13, 5'4" freshman, Ashlyn Cole.
And point guard, at 5'5", and a freshman,
25, 5'5" freshman, Addie Overfield.
And at the post.
And finally, 31, 5'9" freshman, Mia LeMay. So there are your Triad Lady Cardinals, 20 overall, 1-15 in the Ohio Heritage Conference North. And here we go, man. It's time for some more basketball, Brandon. Let's check out the Keyhole Pizza keys to the game.
First, taking a look for Triad, they need to be able to handle that pressure out that the Loramie Lady Redskins are going to supply. They love to run that to mix up their pressures. They want to play hard and they want to hustle, and they need to box out and secure rebounds. That's the big thing that they need to do here tonight. On the flip side, for the Lady Redskins, their key is going to be just to play that good, tough defense. The Lady Redskins want to be aggressive and they want to rebound, and it should be a good contest here tonight.
Absolutely. So Fort Loramie controls the opening tip, and they roll into their half-court offense.
2-3.
Yep, 2-3 zone played by Triad. Back up top, that's Riley Heitkamp now with it. Inside the shoulders, kicks back out. Great ball movement for the Redskins, and they are on the board with a 15-foot shot. Kara Meyer, number 23, finds the net.
Great ball movement there. You get that ball to the short corner, that's one of the weak spots of the zone.
Kicked out of bounds here by Fort Loramie. Lady Redskins, the hallmark of their game is defense. Man, they're in the gaps. The passing lanes are not open. And when they turn on the three-quarter court press, which is something they like to do to open the second half often, man, it gets really tough.
And there it is right there, the turnover right in front of the Loramie bench.
So first turnover of the night committed by the Lady Cardinals. And here comes Riley Heitkamp once again. Fort Loramie 2-0 on the First National Bank scoreboard. Early short corner again is open, but not there. Great closeout and a rebound. That's Abby Overfield comes down with it, and she will set up the half-court offense for the Cardinals. Loramie's going to play man-on-man. Ava Schultes tips it away. Now ahead to Colleen Brandowy up and off the glass. No good. Ball is tipped back out. Schultes chases it down. As Ava Turner skip pass across. Over to Brandowy. Now Heitkamp catch and shoot. A little long off the back of the iron. Nice rebound there by Brandowy. And Fort Loramie will keep rolling. 6.5 minutes to go here in the first. 2-0 Fort Loramie. You're just joining us. It's sectional basketball, second round.
That's a good swing pass.
Sure is. Boy, Fort Loramie's ball movement. Very, very nice. But most of it's around the perimeter, and you're going to be able to do that against that zone.
Exactly, and you got to be able to move it quick. Is the big thing. They're trying to emphasize that short corner right there where you saw Schultes and Meyer take those first two shots.
Inbound to Schultes from the right elbow, nothing but net. And it's 4-0 Fort Loramie. So Ava Schultes tallies her first bucket. She's probably if there is such a thing. Ouch! Ooh, boy, Riley Heitkamp came down hard, hit her head, and off that turnover, up and in is Madison Cox. And I think Fort Loramie's going to take a timeout. Yeah, Heitkamp's going to come off. She hit her head when she collided there in the paint. And so coming in for her will be Jaden Rose, the sophomore guard.
Yeah, and we were talking before the game, Loramie a heavy favorite in this contest. The last thing they want is a bad injury.
Yep.
And she hit the floor hard there. Talk about concussions, things like that.
Yep.
Just play it safe tonight if you're the Redskins.
Absolutely. They find Schultes inside. She's almost automatic. I was just saying, as Heitkamp went down, the closest thing to a star on the Fort Loramie team is going to be Ava Schultes. And now you see that press, basically 3-on-1. Brandowy takes it away and converts. And so 8-2 now. Fort Loramie deciding to crank up the heat. Here it is. They get the trap down along the baseline. And timeout called by trainer. She essentially rescues her ball handler there. That was Abby Overfield. So we'll keep that timeout, or keep it here for this precision strip timeout. This is the first two separate games. This game will log off at the end, and then you'll be able to pay-per-view to get the second contest, and that will feature Houston Wildcats against Mississinawa Valley Lady Hawks.
Should be a good one there. You and I had the chance to see Mississinawa Saturday. Had the chance to watch Houston earlier in the year, not in our coverage area, but with us having the ability of having a key motion camera, brings us the ability to watch the games here and bring it to you live. So we always like more basketball, right, Scott?
There's nothing wrong with more basketball, especially in the month of February as we push into March Madness. And speaking of Mississinawa Valley, you see Coach Page down there by the door behind the official just having a seat. Going to watch this one.
And I also see Tri-Village coach Brad Gray here to watch the Fort Loramie Redskins.
Yeah, one of those guys is going to see one of these guys. So they're in here to scout a little bit.
Because Tri-Village, a very good team that's going to contend, played Loramie in that regional final last year.
That's where things will start to get really tight, really interesting. We got a good one Saturday. Rushi and Botkins, winners last night. Long ball goes off. Schultes rebound up off the glass. I'm going to get a foul inside. And I believe that's going to go against Mia LeMay. And it sure is. And that is the first personal for the Cardinals. And Schultes will go to the line. 8-2. 5:23 to go here in the first. As they say, nothing but net. Schultes had a severe left knee injury. Came back from that last year. Good to see that brace on her left knee, but good to see her doing well.
Yeah, I tore her ACL the first volleyball game of the 2020 season.
Yep.
Then came back miraculously in the Sydney sectional last year. Played a big pivotal role in their biggest win of the tournament against Minster. Scored 6 points in that game.
Yeah, Minster had quite a nice team last year. Ran into Fort Loramie.
Had a control foul.
Yep. So that is on Ashlyn McCoy. That's McCoy's first. Team second. 10-2. 5:11 to go here in the first on NKTelco Sports. No place better than a high school gym in February. If you love basketball, now they get a nice entry pass, kick back out, a little high-low action. A little short there by Skylar Albers. Rebounded nicely there by Overfield and quickly up the floor. I'm sure that was a topic of discussion on that last time out, Brandon, is get that ball up the floor. Look at that. Just all it takes is that little tip, and they just collapse on the ball and the other way. Brandowie up and in, and she is fouled. Garrett Mitchell over there officiating. Says we're going to count that.
Yeah, you get it. The big thing to prevent the pressure, and it's hard because Loramie brings a variety of pressures. They make you guess what they're going to bring. The biggest thing is it's easier said than done, but get stops on the defensive end.
Right.
And that's one of the biggest things. And then the next biggest thing is just to be able to have good quick ball movement, have people cutting fast.
And this is what's tough right here is having to inbound the ball, and another timeout called by Trainer. Again, she's burning through him a little bit to save that possession, but now she's using timeout. So that's a full timeout. We'll go ahead and take it with them. 13-2 here on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
13-2, Fort Loramie off to an early lead here in the early going of period one. And Triad's going to try to inbound.
looks like Riley Heitkamp is back out on the floor,
Yep.
which is a good sign.
That's a good sign, yep. Go test her legs, make sure she's all right. Probably ran her through
concussion protocols.
Six concussion protocols. And you get a turnover. Unable to get that long pass connected.
Which the best thing is if you get her out on the floor, let her run a little bit.
See how her legs do.
Yeah, exactly. Test her out, see what happens, and then sit her if the league's comfortable.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Skylar Albers around his shoulders. Again, great ball movement. You see them cut to the pass. That's one thing you see with Fort Loramie is they do not wait for the ball to get to them. They cut to the ball. Shoulders now for three, nothing but net. Nice rhythm, catch and shoot. 16-2 now as we hit the 4:05 mark in the first, and there's a turnover deep, and another timeout called by. Nope, my bad. I saw a coach pointing right at the official pointing right at the coach. Good catch there, Brandon. Thank you.
Yeah, it was kind of in that general direction.
He was
so
pointing in what direction the ball to be going. So clock stops at 4:05. And we'll see how Triad does with this inbound. Lob pass. Skylar Albers picks that one off. She hits shoulders. Now back to Albers in the paint, off the glass, off its mark. Turner down with it. Now Brandewie off the iron, shoulders the rebound, and now Riley Heitkamp will back it out. And they will set up their half-court offense. So Fort Loramie doing a great job of getting second chances. Oh, nice underneath there to Schultes. Boy, beautiful play.
Boy, can you do that, Scott?
I probably cannot. I can do it once, and then we're going to be calling EMS. She just kind of leaked down in there on a little backdoor, and she was on the kind of the back side of the hoop, up over her head, sort of a reverse layup. And now Heitkamp catch and shoot, a little short. And the Lady Redskins collapsing on the ball, but unfortunately they knocked it out of bounds. So Triad will take possession 18-2. So Fort Loramie all over in the early going, all over this one.
Yeah, they've got good looks from the outside, but they're only 1 of 5 from beyond the arc, so they're kind of struggling to shoot from beyond 3. But again, we're nitpicking. That's just what you have to do is you're nitpicking. But
another turnover off of the inbound. Fort Loramie's long and they're athletic. They're really, really quick into the gaps, into the passing lanes. We noticed that last night. Craig Louth and I had Rushi last night. They're the same way. Rushi's very long, very, very quick, and there's no passing lanes. And we get a foul on that shot attempt. Madison Cox whistled for her second.
Yeah, Loramie's just a big favorite in this section. They've won it. Man, for last time they did not get out of the section was 2017. And before that, I don't think I could recall the last time they didn't get out of this sectional. So they have consistent dominance, and we'll have them, looks like they're on their way to win. We'll have them Saturday here live, and then hopefully if they can win their next game against a non-NKTelco school, we'll have them hopefully in Troy for the district finals.
Absolutely. So both free throws made by Albers. And Triad on the inbound, and it goes out of bounds. And Fort Loramie puts that full court pressure. They're trying to win this one in the first half.
10 turnovers so far.
Yep.
For Triad.
Yep. It's tough, man. Look at this body on body, how close they are. Triad ought to try an inbound play where they spread out a little bit more. It makes it easier to defend as Colleen Brandewie's off. Now Schultes. That's not Schultes. That is Kara Meyer on the rebound. Sorry, Schultes and Meyer both have those double braids.
Yeah. It's their tournament time tradition.
Yep. Inbounding now, Cammie Allison. Now Fort Loramie going for the trap on the sideline. Try to use that sideline like a third defender. And they double team the ball. And the possession arrow going Fort Loramie's way. Pretty much like everything aside from the three-point shooting. Everything going the way of the Lady Redskins here in the first.
Tried still knocking at 1-3-1.
Meyer, now the entry pass into Ava Turner up off the glass, no good. Down with it is Mia LeMay. She tries to get it ahead and it's tipped. We're going to come the other way very quickly. This is Jaden Rose down to the short corner. Kara Meyer in and out. Now Ava Turner up with it. She's blocked. And the ball will stay down here.
What's their last 7 shots, actually. They've gone cold from the field, and they've still got 20 points. This tells you how impressive they are as a team.
Absolutely. So Ava Schultes will come in. And she'll take the inbound pass right up. Boy, nice strong move. Splits the defense, unable to connect. It's well defended. And there you got another arm in the passing lane as Colleen Brandowie goes up with it, and then she's fouled from behind by number 13, Ashley McCoy. That'll be her second personal. 15 foul.
Triad foul number 13, McCoy, her second, team's 5th. Breakaway of the
5
line.
fouls, too, and got the foul trouble here early on, too, for Triad.
Yeah, there are no team fouls that have been called against the Redskins. Out comes McCoy for Triad. In comes Cadence Fiesel. And then subbing in for Fort Loramie, I think it's the first time we're seeing Victoria Mesher, the freshman, 5'11" forward. There she is, wide open, high off the glass. Nice ball movement again off the rebound. 22-2 now. And they've got the trap working again. Feet on the line, that's for 2. Ava Turner connects with that one.
Basket by Turner.
Player of the game Saturday, 20 points. Nice job for the junior.
That's the thing with Coach Siegel is there is no reload with this team. They lose great seniors, but they have great sophomores and juniors in the pipeline and even freshmen. And what's crazy, when you get to playing at this level, Brandon, a lot of your bench gets to play more minutes because of the margin of victory you're enjoying. Your starters come out, halfway through the 4th, maybe even after the 3rd, and they get good minutes.
I think a big thing, too, is also the junior varsity program. I think a lot of people undervalue that, the value of a good junior varsity team, and that gives you good quality of practice. And they've had good quality of practices because they've had a very dominant JV team that's won a ton of games with Coach Phil Barhorst at the helm, and they keep the consistency of the program. You keep the same coaches, and you start them at a young level. It's no coincidence that you keep winning when you have that formula.
Absolutely right, Brandon. Good, strong JV. Those are the kids that are practicing your varsity. And now Overfield tries to dribble out of the trap. And again, it always looks to me like Fort Loramie has about 9 girls out there to 3 for their opponent because they're in the passing lanes. So the gaps are covered. There's just nowhere to go with the ball. And anytime they put a lob on it, Fort Loramie gets at it. And there you see it. Ava Turner accelerates and then loses the handle. They read the floor well. They anticipate where the ball's going, and they're there.
I don't think you could actually classify that last play as a full turnover. Actually, never really had
possession. Yeah.
They have, right now, Triad has 14 turnovers on the ball game.
We're just getting down to the 1 minute mark here at the end of the first. It's 24-2. A little high-low. Kind of a pick and roll play there as Kaylee Knott goes to the rack. Tipped out of bounds by Fort Loramie on the block. She'll lob it into LeMay, and it is stolen by Schultes. Schultes going to go coast to coast. Steal and a miss, and the rebound by Rose. And now Colleen Brandowie. Rose back with it. Now you see a lot of the Loramie girls wearing double braids.
Loramie's also gotten 27 shots this quarter.
That is amazing. Another short corner, nothing but net for Colleen Brandowie, 5'7" senior.
7 points for Colleen, one of the returners from last year's team, a solid player on the outside.
We are down under 25 seconds to go here in the first. One of the rare attempts at a half-court offense set here for Triad as Overfield is knocked to the turf.
They're calling a foul there. One initial signal that it was just out, but it's a foul.
Ava Schultes calling on that. And that is the first team foul against the Redskins as we're down to 15 seconds. You can see there's just nowhere to go with the basketball, and then when they do go with it, it gets tipped away. And those rainbow passes are a killer because it gives the defense time to get under. Here goes Ava Turner up and off the glass a little too much. Nice putback there by the freshman Mesher, but unable to connect. So at the end of one, the Fort Loramie Lady Redskins all over the Triad Lady Cardinals by a score of 26-2 here on NKTelco Sports.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Welcome back to Sydney High School. Scott Fry, Brandon Coverman with you here. Happy to bring you ladies high school basketball. This is Division 4. This is the Troy 3 sectional and district. Sydney sectional, Troy district.
Dominant first quarter by the Redskins, 26-2. And like I said, Loramie put up 30 shots but only made 10, so 30%. Something that Coach Siegel's on her team, hit your bunnies on the inside. They struggle with that, but still got a 26-2 lead.
Yep.
Like I said, nitpicking.
Madison Cox loses the handle, tipped away, showed us ahead to Avery Brandewie, the freshman, and is on the wrong side of the ball handler. Either Avery was expecting it on the other side or something, but a rare Fort Loramie turnover. And we'll come back the other way. Now you see Fort Loramie has backed off the pressure here, because there is a price for that full court pressure, and it's legs and air and burning calories. So you see Coach Siegel backs off of it to get that lead. Nice up on off the glass. Great pass ahead to Kara Meyer. Meyer with 4 now on the game. 28-2 on the First National Bank scoreboard. Fort Loramie's got as good a transition basketball as I've ever seen. This level, their defense are just so used to getting those turnovers. A well-oiled machine. All the girls know where the other girls are going to be. Everybody does their job. Here I talk about how great their transition game is, and they lose one out of bounds.
Yeah. The big thing is you got to get wide and then narrow that gap. Then you can get a nice bounce pass and lead in. Mesher didn't get very wide.
Right.
It was very close.
That's the value of those bench minutes, because she'll get coached up on the sideline when she comes off the floor after this shift, and they'll tell her that, when you get those transitions, get wide. Give yourself a better angle to the basket. Give yourself a space between you and the defense. And there's Victoria Mesher. She'll inbound to Riley Heitkamp. Good to see the senior guard on the floor. Took a pretty hard fall early in the game. Hit her back of her head on the floor. And good to see her still out there. Fort Loramie is strong with the basketball. Schultes puts one up. And there's those bunnies you're talking about. And now she's got it.
And missed 3 shots in that possession, take a 4th, but
their offensive rebounding is really what's saving them right now on that shooting percentage, because they're getting second and third chances. They're very strong with the basketball, and they close out really well. Now we've got a trap on the sideline in front of the Redskin bench.
It's exactly where they want to pull Triad into, those corners where they can't get themselves out of.
So here we go, talking about depth. Allison Schmidtmeyer, another freshman, coming in. So now, if you're Coach Siegel, you've got freshmen up and down the floor. Avery Brandewie's a freshman. Allison Schmidtmeyer, she's a senior. You've got Victoria Mesher, a freshman. Here goes Riley Heitkamp up and off the glass for 2. Timeout Triad, and it's a 30-second. We'll go ahead and keep it here, Daniel.
Sounds good.
But yeah, being able to run 2 freshmen and a sophomore, 2 freshmen and 2 sophomores. Skylar Albers, Jaden Rose are the 2 sophomores. Victoria Mesher, Avery Brandewie, the 2 freshmen. They're going to get a lot of minutes today. Great experience for those young players, and that's why you see this consistent high level of play by the time they become juniors and seniors.
Exactly, and like Loramie girls basketball has been basically Alabama of Southwest District basketball. Them along with the Minster Wildcats here the past years, the run they've been on. And the interesting thing is no MAC team comes down north come south this year.
Right, they're all south. They're all north.
They go north, and New Knoxville, Marion, New Bremen, Parkway. A lot of good teams that can contend for a spot out of that district, and they only get one spot.
Yeah, they're
out of that district.
That's going to be tough.
In that very slim sectional.
Bremen is up there.
Yeah, New Bremen.
Minster's up there. Marion. Yeah, that's going to be tough.
Parkway, not to mention.
Parkway's solid. Yep.
Yeah. It'll be a bloodbath. But they don't have to, possibly face the Redskins. They're heavy favorites to get to that regional.
You probably actually have a better chance of getting to the regional in the bloodbath than you do, because it's, I don't want to say it's a lock that Fort Loramie is going to do it, but they are definitely the favorite.
Yeah, easily. And, they could face up with a Covington or a Bradford, most likely, if they get out of Sydney, which they most likely will.
Heitkamp now going to push a couple of missed shots there by Triad. 32-2 as Avery Brandewee tries to back the defender down, almost loses the handle, and Fort Loramie will reset. This is Riley Heitkamp. She's guarded by Abby Overfield. Pass to Victoria Mesher down the left side of the lane, up and off the glass, no good. And we'll get a jump ball in the lane, and it will go Fort Loramie's way.
Hit that shot from the block a little bit.
Victoria Mesher's had a tough time there on that left side. She's had several attempts, and I don't know that she's scored yet, has she?
No, she hasn't. But that's the thing you talk about. It's cleaning things up.
Yeah.
Just when you play those bigger games, just shots like that.
Yep.
Just to say, yeah, you are human. You still got stuff to work on.
Absolutely. And now off of that turnover, Avery Brandewee puts it in 34-2 with 4:45 to go before the halftime break. And this will be Ashlyn McCoy. Oh, excuse me, that's number 3, Kaylee Knott. And Skylar Albers pokes it away and puts it home. And Fort Loramie has backed off the full court press, but their half court defense, every bit as lethal. And there you see it, just so good with the basketball. Riley Heitkamp up and off the glass and in. She just takes it away. And it is frustrating if you're on the wrong end of an arrangement like this. We saw this last night, Rushi with the DeGraff Riverside, but these girls are going to just keep digging, these Triad girls, keep working, chalk it up to learning. They knew coming in it was going to be a tough night, like you said in the pregame.
Triad has 25 turnovers right now. Ansonia had a 41 or 42, I believe, Saturday, and Loramie's 90-11 victory. So they've forced 65 turnovers here so far in the tournament.
In a game and a half, yeah. And we're still 3:49 to go in the second quarter. Nice transition pass, hustling down the left side is Avery Brandewee. Off another turnover, 40-2 here with 3.5 minutes before halftime intermission. As Overfield sets the half-court offense, tries to play off the screen. She's going to go baseline, take an awkward shot, rebounded there by Brandewee. That's Avery Brandewee. And now Skylar Albers, she'll kick back out, and a turnover. This is Overfield. She's going to hustle down. Heitkamp back to play defense. Partial block. And Fort Loramie quickly back the other way. Stops, she pops. A little wide, Skylar Albers, that long reach, pulls the rebound down, kicks it back up top, and Fort Loramie resets.
Short corner.
Nice. Oh boy, if she could have hung on to that. That was a nice cut down the baseline to the block.
Sometimes
through her hands.
Yeah, sometimes games like these are a test of focus too. You even see games like when Alabama plays Mercer, for example, or plays an FCS school. Nick Saban gets on his team. It's all about focus, because if you lose your focus, you can lose the eventual prize.
Overfield gets a good look inside, unable to finish on that one. And this will be Colleen Brandewee bringing it down. She'll stop at the right side of the key. Gives off to Jaden Rose, nothing. And then we'll get a rebound and a foul under the basket. And that'll be Abby Overfield's first foul. 16 fouls now on the Cardinals. And this is Allison Schmidtmeyer, the 5'8" senior. Called her a freshman earlier. I think that's probably not too cool.
Well, just enjoy your senior year at this point.
41-2 on the First National Bank scoreboard. 2.5 minutes to go before halftime. And Schmidtmeyer's good. Both of those free throws. And here comes Abby Overfield. Into Mia LeMay. And we're going to get a foul. I believe they got Schmidtmeyer. 30, Jaden Rose. That's her first, team second. So inbounding underneath will be Madison Cox, number 2. She gets it into McCoy, back up top now. Triad goes to work. Jaden Rose on defense. You see Schultes anticipate that pass, unable to pull it down in bounds. Right in front of the athletic director, Mitch Westerheide for Fort Loramie in the white sweater. I'll tell you, these athletic directors, man, they put some time in. Sure appreciate the crew here at Sydney for allowing us to bring you all this sectional tournament action. And Jaden Rose with it kind of through the legs. Now over to Schmidtmeyer, up and off the glass and in.
Nice transition basketball, like you said.
Overfield with it now. Jaden Rose going to D her up. LeMay comes up to the elbow. Nothing there. Schultes ahead with it. Up, and she is fouled. And that'll be Madison Cox's 3rd. Team 7th, and this is a shooting foul, so Ava Schultes will shoot a pair. Schultes with 13 already here in the first half. Doing what she does.
14 points.
Ava Turner will give Skylar Albers a break. Ava Turner, 5'8" junior. So she'll be one of the leaders next season.
The only junior to really get serious minutes here so far. Really this season.
Overfield with it now. Fort Loramie's so quick to the ball. Now she goes down the right side, pulls it up off the glass, off the mark. Turner down with it. 1:37 to go. We're coming the other way. This is Schmidtmeyer. Back to Schmidtmeyer. Nice ball movement. Good defense right there by Mia LeMay. And then a quick turnover as Schultes has it back. Jaden Rose wisely slows things down as the defense gets set. And again, boy, that little cutter has been there all day. They cut down the baseline to the right side block, and now Alice Schmidtmeyer tallies as we could get to the half-century mark here by halftime. 48-2 as we hit the last minute of the first half. And Overfield's got to be careful of that line. If she establishes herself and pulls a foot back over the line, I'll tell you, I like what I'm seeing with Triad too, is their composure.
Yeah.
I mean, this is frustrating. You can't even get a clean shot. You're having trouble getting over the timeline, or there for a while you couldn't get an inbound pass into your own basket. And they just keep digging and working, and that's why I love covering high school sports, because these kids work their tails off in the gym. And Triad, nobody told Triad they weren't the favorites today. They just keep working, and it is 50-2. And we are under a minute. In fact, we're almost under 30 seconds as Kaylee Knott brings it over. She'll give to Fiesel. Fiesel guarded by Rose. Now she picks up her dribble. Rose tries to tie her up. Schmidtmeyer battles for it. Now they've got Cammie Allison trapped in the corner, and here comes Ava Schultes the other way. She's got Fiesel with her. Schultes up and misses. Nice job by Fiesel getting back on defense, and now we'll get a jump ball, and it'll go to the Cardinals with 14.6 seconds left, hoping they can get down the floor and score here before the buzzer.
Looks like we're going to have a running clock all second half, too.
Yep. That rule, very simple. When there's a 35-point margin between the scores, the clock will run and not stop for anything. If the team that is down cuts that lead back under 30, then we'll go back to the standard timing procedures. 8.4 seconds as the Cardinals look to inbound. This is Fiesel with it. Cadence Fiesel, that is. And Rose reaches in and pokes it. Fiesel's still with it. 1 second. She's going to have to shoot, and that'll do it for the first half. So your score after one half of basketball, the Fort Loramie Lady Redskins 50, the Triad Cardinals 2 here on NKTelco Sports.
Thank you for your patience as we construct a new fiber broadband service in your area. We know that along with this process comes disruption in the easements and right-of-way areas, and we are restoring most areas as we complete them. A few areas will have some utility work installed, so we need to wait for the work to be completed before the lawns can be repaired. We're very close to having the fiber or coax drops cleaned up and replaced with fiber optic drops. Hang in there just a little longer, and we'll have a majority of the new fiber system installed.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? NKTelco Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. NKTelco is a global company that is growing with its sights on being $1 billion company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at NKTelco Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with NKTelco.
All Glaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing needs and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Welcome back. It is halftime at the Hive at Sydney High School. Fort Loramie Lady Redskins have this thing well in hand, 50-2 here at halftime. And with the Wagner's IGA stats and recap, my buddy Brandon Coverman.
And Scott, and taking a look here for the Fort Loramie Redskins, they're shooting 20 of 50 from the 40% exactly, 1 of 6 from beyond the arc, 27 rebounds for the Skins, 6 turnovers, and 9 of 11 from the charity stripe. On the flip side for Triad, they're 1 of 8 from field goal range, no threes, 7 rebounds, 31 turnovers, no free throws attempted, scoring breakdown. Colleen Brainaway with 7 for Fort Loramie, Ava Turner with 2, Riley Heitkamp with 2, Ava Schultz leads all scorers right now with 15. Skylar Albers with 4, Kara Meyer with 4, Victoria Mesher with 2, Brainaway with 4, Allison Schmidtmeyer with 8. And on the flip side for Triad, the lone scorer is Madison Cox, and she has all 2 points after 1 quarter of play. The score is 26-2, and it was a 24-0 Loramie advantage in the second stanza, and its score is 50-2 as Loramie going to bring all their starters out to start the second half. And some people might say, well, Brandon, that's a bit unethical by Coach Siegel, and I have to disagree with that. With winning as dominantly as you've been winning, it's hard to keep the team fresh and consistent if you're only playing half the games.
Absolutely.
You have to play them here a little bit in the second half, play them a couple minutes, and then get your subs in. Because you can't just constantly practice and be ready.
She runs a lot of girls in off the bench in that first half. I mean, we saw Skylar Albers, Jaden Rose, Victoria Mesher, Avery Brandewey, and Allison Schmidtmeyer, all bench players with multiple minutes there in the first half. So it's not like it's been pedal to the metal here. And at the end of the day, we're here to play a basketball game, and the other team's got to play and got to stop us. So we'll probably see most of the starters go most of the third quarter. That's kind of how Carla rolls. And again, it just gets them, keeps their legs fresh, gets them tired out a little bit.
You can't stop making baskets either.
Right.
It's not like they're full court pressure.
Right.
They're not doing that. So you
now
can't say that.
Shortest goes up and off. The turnover 54-2. And one thing, again, we mentioned it in the first half, we will have a running clock as long as Fort Loramie has a 35 point or greater lead. And so far they've got a 52-point lead, so I'm sure that will hold as the turnovers continue to pile up. This is Colleen Brandewey down the right side. She's stonewalled there by Ashley McCoy. And Riley Heitkamp with just the second 3-point made, I believe, on the night, as Abby Overfield walks it across the timeline. 6.5 to go. Ava Turner will D her up. She peels her off with the screen. Screen set by Kaylee Knott.
The biggest thing is, too, why Triad's turning the ball over is Loramie's not trapping. Triad's setting a ball screen, and the players naturally know when there's a ball screen, you hedge that ball screen. Yep. And then Triad's turning the ball over. That's why their turnover rate is so high. Loramie's not trapping in the half court.
They're just not taking care of the ball very well at all. Now with it is Knott. Schultes guarding her, Knott down to the short corner. Now she's kind of trapped on the sideline. Schultes tips it out. 5:54 and running, 57-2. If you just joined us, thank you very much. Scott Fry and Brandon Coverman here, bringing you girls Division 4. This is Detroit, number 3 region, Sydney Sectional. Yeah, this is Mia LeMay. She goes up and she's blocked there by Schultes. And again, transition basketball. Ava Turner up and in as Oldfield pounds the wall. Always wanted to say that, pounds the wall. I want to call a race. So I can say, Chase Elliott pounds the wall in turn 4. And now we're going the other way again as Kara Meyer up and off the glass in transition, 61-2, 5:15 to go.
Loramie came out guns blazing in the second half against Ansonia, 13 of 15 that third quarter shooting. Now they're 5 of 5 starting the second half.
I'm sure Coach Siegel, that's one thing. What can we do better? And one of the things she puts in her email is we always want to be better tomorrow than we were today. And that was one of her things that she wanted to do, is be better today than they were Saturday. And now you're going to get a blocking foul on Ava Turner. And that'll be the first foul of the half for the Redskins, and also Ava Turner's first foul. And to the line, shoot 2 will be number 13, Ashlyn McCoy.
Just try to get something positive here.
Absolutely. It's a good aggressive take. Excuse me, a little hiccup there. That one bounces out. Fort Loramie will adjust. Send Colleen Brandowy to the key. And Riley Heitkamp will stay back. Free throw made. And here come the Redskins. Keeping that tempo up again. Can't simulate game vibes in practice. Right there, short corner. In there all night, as you said. Kara Meyer now with 8. 5'8" senior. Very nice contest. Oldfield defended there by Ava Turner. Ava Turner's quick on defense. Now Cox dribbles into a trap down in the corner. And we're going to get a foul on Turner. So she picks up a couple here in the third. That's on the floor, so not a shooting situation. Kira Meyer will go ahead and defend the inbound. Look at that long reach by Turner. Almost gets it away from Oldfield. Now they'll come up to try and trap her in the backcourt, and they're going to poke and prod. And look at that. She goes to the floor to try and tap it ahead. And Triad will keep possession. But there you saw that trap set up, and now Coach Trainer's going to go ahead and take a full timeout with Triad. We'll go ahead and take it with him. 63-3 here in the third with 3 minutes to go here on NKTelco Sports.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Welcome back to the Hive. We are live. Hey, that rhymes.
It is.
Third period action here. First National Bank scoreboard. You are seeing that correctly. 63-3. The Fort Loramie Lady Redskins with an oppressive defensive performance, as is customary. Do not adjust your television set. That is an accurate score. Now Cox buried in the corner. Trapped by 3 Redskins, gets it back out to Oldfield. Now she'll stop and pop from the elbow, and she will be fouled by Turner. And Ava Turner, bing, bang, boom, 3 quick personals.
You got all this quarter, too.
Yep.
You got to worry about foul trouble if you're Loramie.
Probably going to be all right. Abby Overfield now going to shoot for Triad. Lefty, see that crazy spin off of her hand. Always funny watching left-hand shooters. Nice shot right there, good rhythm. 63-4. 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go here in the third. Again, running clock because of the margin separating the scores. Ava Turner with it now. And again, looks like they're in that kind of that 1-3-1 long three try for Colleen Brandewie. And a 5'7" senior buries that one.
They haven't missed yet this quarter, Scott.
Is that right?
They're 7-7.
So I'm guessing there was a conversation had at halftime about the shooting.
Yeah.
Slow down, take a breath, don't rush it. And it's paid dividends. And so there you go now. You're going to see Coach Siegel take the starters out. Nice round of applause from the Fort Loramie faithful across the way. And so we've got Allison Schmidtmeyer, Victoria Mesher, Skylar Albers, Avery Brandewie, and then Jaden Rose defending the ball there as Oldfield works around the left side and she loses a handle. That's what begins to happen, Brandon, as you get so many turnovers, such a difficult time navigating that defense. You start to create your own issues, just mentally exhausting and frustrating. And you saw that right there, just losing the handle. And Avery Brandewie entry pass, nice ball movement. Skylar Albers crashing down the left side. A lot of contact. Finally, we get a call. No shot, says our official.
And there's so much happening in that play. You saw Mesher set like a front screen, and then you saw Albers crawling. Like, there's so much action happening. There's so much movement that's hard to keep up with.
Absolutely.
That was the impressive part of that play. Great kind of play call against the zone right there by Coach Siegel.
Jaden Rose tries to put a little ball fake together, and she did a ball fake and a foot fake, and you're not allowed to do that. So 30 seconds to go now here in the third as Abby Overfield will bring it over for Triad. Stay away from that sideline. Rose gets picked up, works off the screen nicely. Overfield tries to split the D and stumbles. And we will come the other way. This is Victoria Mesher over to Rose. Again, ball movement, very crisp for Fort Loramie. Why use the floor when you can just make chest passes? Very nice. Up 2 attempts there by Avery Brandewie before she's fouled. And that'll bring it into the third quarter.
And that was the first shot they missed all quarter. They were 7 of 8.
That foul did go against Ashley McCoy. Now we're going to get 0 time on the clock. Free throws for Avery Brandewie. All right, and the freshman drains a nice backspin shooter spin on that. And that'll bring it into the third period. 68-4 Fort Loramie all over Triad here on NKTelco Sports.
When you're injured,
back to Sydney High School. We are live at the Hive. I like saying that. I'm going to start sounding like a 1971 AM radio DJ. Skylar Albers almost with the steal on Knott. Knott says not, and she gets it over to Oldfield, and she tries a runner, crashing the boards there as Avery Brandewie. We're going to come the other way now. And already Schmidtmeyer set on offense. Nice entry pass into Mesher. Nice block right there by Mia LeMay, number 31. And we're going to come the other way. Just nice job of going straight up. And big collision there, no call. And now we got a trap on the sideline, and Fort Loramie does what they do. Skylar Albers will run it the other way. She's going to hit Victoria Mesher. And Mesher still struggling to make those bunnies, as we say. And we'll get a jump ball, and that will stay down here for Fort Loramie. But boy, Mia LeMay showing what she's got on defense there. Big block. Last trip down. Nice job. And she went straight up. No body. Great play. Nice inbound off the bottom of the backboard, and we'll come the other way now as Abby Oldfield, number 25, will bring it across. Oldfield trying to work off a little pick and roll there. And here comes that was Avery Brandewie. And she picks the pocket of Cox, and she'll go to the hoop, and there will be some harm.
Nice job by Greenway to stick with the play, not giving up on it right after getting the steal, getting the steal right back, and getting a couple free throws.
Third team foul for Triad, fourth personal foul for Ashlyn McCoy as Avery Brandewy, the freshman, 5'10" freshman, gets ready to make some free throws.
Back here Saturday, and we got a timeout by Coach Trainer.
Got a precision script timeout. Go ahead and finish your thought.
And they took the play Houston and Mississinawa Valley in that it's district semifinal. See, growing up, it was always the last game of the city. It's always known as the sectional final. But the OHSAA actually came out and said, no, it's actually the district semifinal. So it's taken a while for me to get that through my head. But technically, this is the sectional championship right here. It doesn't seem like much of a championship game, obviously, but they'll play either Houston or Mississinawa. Loramie's seen Houston twice. Mississinawa beat fellow SCAL opponent Fairlawn here Saturday, game that you and I called, and Mississinawa out of that WOAC. And Loramie looking against, if they would make it out, which seems very likely, they will play either Bradford or Covington, who plays Saturday at Trotwood Madison High School. Covington's got to be a little bit of a favorite in that, but Bradford does have a nice player by the name of Austin Miller, who is a high-volume scorer. She's joining her sister at OU. They're on the battery of that state championship team. That looks like who they're matching up at the district, and then the regional. Could be two teams. One team that Loramie is very familiar with, the Russia Raiders, or Cincinnati Country Day. Country Day, a very good team. They beat Tri-Village first game of the year that they played. So, once you get to that regional, you have to really start focusing if you're the Red. Well, I shouldn't even crown them district champions yet. They're very likely to. But this is why we saw Coach Siegel getting on her players in the timeout.
That's right.
And that's why she's doing that, is to keep them focused. You can get lulled to sleep with games like these.
Yep, absolutely. Now we're going to get a foul as number 42, Summer Hoying, sophomore forward, goes up. 65-point margin, 69-4, 5:35 to go here as the clock continues to run. Summer Hoying shooting free throws up and in. Loramie shooting very well from the free throw line. I don't know what the number is. We'll catch that at the end of the thing here. But very, very good. In and out. Now I jinxed it. My bad. But they come down with the rebound. So Jaden Rose will work it. Back over to Allison Schmidtmeyer on the right point. Contact underneath there. Albers and Overfield collide. Into the game now, Carissa Meyer, number 33. So this is, now we're deep into the bench here for Coach Siegel. Nice save there by Rose. And Hoying sends it back up top to Meyer. And now Jaden Rose with it. Carissa Meyer. Summer Hoying. She'll try the right side at Alberswell. Nice look there for Schmidtmeyer, no good, but great rebound by Summer Hoying, and then she goes back up with it. And I think they're going to get LeMay. Yeah, that's correct, Mia LeMay, the third.
Triad's got about a fresh set of four coming in.
Checking in for Fort Loramie, that's number 20, Aubrey Baker, her first minutes. Into the game for Triad, number 21, Leah LeMay. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Leah and Mia, I'm going to assume, probably know one another. They share a last name. Number 20, Caitlin Gregg, also in for Triad. Number 10 is on the floor now, Cammie Allison. And Mia LeMay will pull that rebound down. And here we go. Cammie Allison catches, shoots, no good. Down with it is Carissa Meyer. We're going to do a little transition ball. Skylar Albers off the mark, and they scrap for the rebound. Albers gets it again. Tip drill action. Now we're going to get a foul underneath. 31, Mia LeMay. I believe that will do it. That'll be her fifth foul, so she will be asked to join her teammates on the bench. I'm sure she'll get a nice round of applause from the Triad faithful, as this is her final game of the year. Freshman, nice job in there.
Yeah, she did do a nice job as a freshman. It's tough, the team's 2-20. You don't. It's hard to be encouraged by that. But she fought hard.
Absolutely. A couple of blocks, good rebounds. First free throw in and out. Skylar Albers, the sophomore, will shoot a second. 71-4 on the First National Bank scoreboard as the clock continues to run now. 2:40 to go here in the fourth. And that one is nothing but net for the sophomore Albers. I'll tell you, Allison Schmidtmeyer, number 41 for Fort Loramie, 9 points off the bench. It's a nice night at the office.
And I'll let you pick player of the game, so if you want to keep her in mind in the run, go ahead.
All right. And that one goes through the hands of a Cardinal, and we will come the other way. We're almost to the 2-minute warning. There will be no stoppage in play for this one, as Fort Loramie has things well in hand. And this is Carissa Meyer, sophomore guard. Over to Aubrey Baker, a senior. Summer Hoying with it, right at the volleyball end line, off the glass, going to the bank. As Hoying gets her first tally. No, that's not true. She made a free throw. So Hoying with 3 points. Allison loses the handle. We're going to come the other way. Jaden Rose, Allison get back there to play defense. Nice stop, number 12, Cadence Fiesel. Got back on defense to block that shot. Great job of hustling back, and that's what I love to see. These girls are down by 70, by Brandon, and they're still down there digging for loose balls, getting back on defense. And as a coach of this team, this is where you see who are my girls.
Exactly.
Right? Who's working, who's discouraged, who's got a positive attitude, even though it's not going really well. Up and in now for Alex Rose, number 43, the sophomore forward. She tallies 76-4 as we get to the final minute of this contest. And you called it, Brandon. Fort Loramie will advance. Up and off the back of the iron. Cami Allison down with it. And up the floor. Here comes Rose. Almost loses the handle. 45 seconds to go now. And Fort Loramie, again, these young ladies don't get a lot of varsity minutes, so they're going to keep playing. Anytime you can get your name in the scorebook, that's a good thing. Little high-low game, kicks back out, shot is off the mark. Summer Hoying with a big rebound. Nice job from behind. Leah LeMay, clean block. Number 21 for Triad. She hustles down with a smile on her face. That's what it's all about, man. 20 seconds to go here with Cami Allison. She's going to try the lane, and the defense just collapses and steals it. And then a pass forward, no good. Kaylee Mott with it now. And there you have it. Kind of a statement. Summer Hoying goes up. Shot is blocked by Fiesel, and that will bring an end to this contest. So your final score, the Fort Loramie Lady Redskins take this one in a big fashion, 76-4 for the Triad Cardinals. We're going to keep it right here while Brandon gets ready for the Wagner's IGA stats and recap. I want to thank some sponsors for bringing us here tonight. All season long, these sponsors have been with us, and we couldn't bring this high school girls basketball, boys basketball, and all the other sports we bring you without the support of these companies. So please give a thought to supporting them one way or another. 5-star recruitment sponsor, Crown Equipment Corporation. Our MVP sponsors are Clopay and Nidec Minster. Scoreboard sponsored by First National Bank. Keys to the Game, always brought to you by Chunky Bob and Friends from Keyhole Pizza in Newport. Replay is always brought to you by Winners Quality Meats in Osgood. Starting lineups, Sydney Auglay's Audiology. Timeout sponsor all year long, Precision Strip. Stats and recap brought to you by Wagner's IGA. The Live View tournament sponsor comes to you from the Center for Orthopedics at Wilson Health. They are the region's leader in high-quality, state-of-the-art orthopedic care. You can learn more at wilsonhealth.org/orthopedics. And then finally, our player of the game, as always, is sponsored by NKTelco. And let's get the Wagner's IGA stats and recap from Brandon Coverman.
Thanks, Scott. Looking here for the Redskins, 29-69 from the field, 3-9 from beyond the arc. They were 42 rebounds, 9 turnovers, and they were 70% from the line, 14-20. Triad on the flip side, 1-13 shooting, no threes attempted today, 11 rebounds that they had, and 43 turnovers for Triad, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. And Loramie's scoring breakdown goes down. Colleen Brainway she had 10. Ava Turner with 4. Riley Heitkamp with 5. Ava Schultes with 6, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19 points. Skylar Alvarez with 5, Kara Meyer with 8, Victoria Mesher with 2, Avery Granway with 4, 8 for Allison Schmidtmeyer, 2 for Alex Rose, and 4 for Summer Hoying. On the flip side for Triad, 2 for Madison Cox, and 1 each for Ashley McCoy and Abby Overfield after 1 quarter of play. The score is 26-2 Loramie. At the half, defeated 2 Redskins, 68-4 Redskins after the 3 quarters, and the final 76-4 Loramie triumphing over Triad.
How many points did you say Ava Turner had?
Let me count that up. 2, 4, 6, 9, 11, 15, 19. 19 points. And also, 9 for Allison Schmidtmeyer as well.
All right, so we've got one less piece of business to decide, and I want to award the NKTelco Player of the Game this time to Ava Turner, number 11. The juniors stand out for the Fort Loramie Lady Redskins based on the fact that much of the defense went through number 11 tonight. She had a number of steals and blocked passes, tipped passes, and she poured in 19. And she was the instigator of the scoring in the third quarter for the Redskins. She kind of came alive there with a couple of threes. So congratulations to number 11, the junior Ava Turner for the Lady Redskins, your NKTelco Player of the Game. So once again, a final score one last time from Sydney High School. Fort Loramie downs the Triad Cardinals 76-4. For Brandon Coverman, I'm Scott Fry. Thanks for joining us here on NKTelco Sports.